got the Ciate and Chloe Morello beauty haul set to share with you guys today, and I actually purchased this off of the Ciate website when Chloe first put up her video announcing that she did this collaboration with them. Since then, it's also launched on the Sephora website. Now, in the box, you do get a little makeup pouch that's navy blue with like rose gold writing on it, and then there's a card that has Chloe's face on it that says "Enjoy with love from Chloe Morello." And in the box, you do get 2 deluxe samples. One of them is the Ciate London Wonderland mascara, which I did wear this today, and it's a nice mascara. It just kind of coats the lashes and gives them a little bit of fullness, not a ton of length, not a ton of fullness. I kind of think that it's like a wispy type of a vibe is what I get from it. And then there is also one of the Ciate London Liquid Velvet lipsticks, and this is in the shade Pin Up. It's kind of a deeper rosy type of a shade. It's got that slick feel to it, kind of like the Tarteist lip paints. It's that type of a texture. So I'll go ahead and swatch the Pinup shade for you guys. So it's got some color to it, and the mascara packaging has got cute little stars on it. And then this is what the wand looks like. It really reminds me of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara wand. It's kind of like that. And the star of the show is the eyeshadow palette. It's the Pretty Fun and Fearless eyeshadow palette curated by Chloe Morello, and it's got that in there. I'll zoom up in close and give you guys swatches, and I also did a demo with the eyeshadow that's on my eyes right now, and that'll be towards the end of the video if you're interested in that. The packaging is cardboard and it's pretty slender. It's kind of a travel friendly type palette. I do wish it was plastic. I always feel like I like plastic packaging better than cardboard. However, this one, it's a nice travel friendly type of packaging, and there are 15 eyeshadows inside of here, and each one of these is about 0.035 ounces, which is mediocre size. It's not large, it's not super small either. And one of the cute parts about this, which I really liked the imagery on there, was these flamingos on the sides. I just think that's really cute. Inside the palette there are 9 matte eyeshadows, which I feel like the gradation between both the purples and the browns is really nice, like they correlate really well. And then there are 6 shimmer type of shades. Now the shimmery type of shades do have that heavier type of dimethicone feel to it, which I don't mind that, but these particular ones I found that I had to, you know, kind of smush my brush in there just a little bit more and kind of pack them on a couple times, just because I wasn't getting, the brush wasn't grabbing the product quite as easily as some other shades, but they do go on the eyelids. Like, the color's pretty and they're pigmented and they blend really nicely. It's just kind of a matter of getting on the brush and onto the eye that you have to do it a couple times. Overall, I really like this palette. I've used almost every shade in here and I've enjoyed every look that's come out of it. The highlight shade, which is my tribe, the matte one, it's not too like in your face, but it did work on my lighter skin tone. That's what I have underneath the brow today. And then another thing to mention is this particular formula, both the mattes and the shimmer shades in this palette, they're a different type of formula than the other Ciate Fun, Fearless, Fabulous, try again, Pretty Fun and Fearless palettes. They came out with 3 of those earlier, or a couple months ago, and that formula is different, and also it's different than the Olivia Palermo palettes they did. And while I was able to get some pretty looks out of the other Pretty Fun Fearless eyeshadow palettes, I do prefer the shadows that are in this palette over those ones. Here's a size comparison of the palette. This is the Pretty palette, also from Ciate, and then here's the Chloe Morello one. Now let me go ahead and zoom up close and give you guys some swatches. So here's the outside of the palette, and then here's the back. The back of the box has Chloe Morello's face on it as well as the card that's inside, but it's not, I wish they would have put her like on the back of the palette as well, but. And then here is the cute little mirror inside with the flamingos. And then here are your 15 eyeshadows. So for matte shades, you've got these 4 on the top right there, these 3 guys in the middle, and then these 2 right here. I'll go ahead and swatch this palette by 3s. These are quite soft eyeshadows, but I feel like there's a bit more substance to these guys than some of the other Ciate palettes. Next 2, 3. And the 3 in the middle, which all 3 of these guys are matte. That one's going to be hard to show up. And I did use all 3 of these shades today. Did I? Yep, I used all 3 of these today, and I do like them. They're not showing up too well on camera here, but in these next 3, which are shimmer shades. Kind of getting, I could feel a chunky spot on there. See, they're really pretty shades, and these are gonna swatch super nice. Yeah, they are. But on a brush, I did have to go into them a few times just to pick up the product, so it wasn't like a pigmentation issue or anything. And then these last three shades, these two are matte, and in this case, they've got some shimmer to it. And this is the color that I put through the crease today, that top one. And then if by chance you do have the pretty palette from Ciate, which is on top, here's a comparison shot. And I did swatch all the two purples in the top one against the three in the bottom, and while they are similar, they're still different shades. But you can see that there are some similar tones in these two eyeshadow palettes. Hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Now if you want to see a demo on the eyeshadows that are on my eyes right now, you can hang tight and we'll get into it right now. I already primed my lids from the lash line to up underneath the brow, and now I'm going to take a Wayne Goss number 18 brush, and I'm going to dip into the shade Fierce, which is one of the shimmery shades. I'm going to pack this from the center all the way out on my eyelid. Kind of have to dip into that guy a couple times, but pretty nonetheless. Using that same brush, I'm going to go into the shade Dainty, which is also one of the shimmery shades. Put it right in front of that cranberry. Then using a Chikuhodo GSN 9 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Flirt, which is one of the mattes. I'm going to put this guy in the crease. Oh my gosh, that color is so pretty. It's purple, but it has like some redness to it. It's really, really pretty. Then using a Hakuhodo J5523 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Jet Setter and start blending out the Flirt shade. My cat. Then on a Chikuhodo GSN 10, I'm going to dip into the shade My Tribe, which is also one of the mattes. It's kind of a creamy yellow based matte. Put that underneath the brow. Put it a little bit right here too. And then on a Hakuhodo J142 brush, I'm going to go into the shade Be Sassy, again another one of the matte shades. And I'm going to put this guy right through here. I've got a slight bit of fallout, so I'm just going to go ahead and brush that off my face. But other than that, that is the eyeshadow done. I'm going to go ahead and finish up my eye makeup, and I'll be right back to put on some lips for you guys. For lips, I've got Good Old Faithful here, which is the Charlotte Tilbury lip sheet in the shade Pillow Talk. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips with this guy and kind of bring it in a ways as well. Then I'm going to fill them in with one of Ciate's Pretty Sticks, and this is in the shade Sweetheart, which I really like these. They're like a moisturizing balm with some color to them. And they have I like the smell of them too. It's like a sweet smell. So there is the overall finished look using the Ciate and Chloe Morello Beauty Haul set. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.